it would be a really difficult request to form a circle. If we could all take our chairs and form a circle, this is going to be an interactive space. Yeah, great. Thank you so much. Thanks, everyone. So I'm Sonia. I'm an artist and fellow healer, and I facilitate activating the voice, which I understand as the work of expressing what has been historically silenced in our experience, present or ancestral. And that can look like so many different things. It can look like creativity, it can look like rage, it can look like speaking when we feel the urgency. And today, I want this space to really be a time of connection and enlivenment for us, because the voice lives within the body. I want to start with all of us and the collective body that's here, just presencing in this moment. So I'm going to begin with the prompt, and I'm going to pass the mic around. Sitting here with you all, I'm noticing. I'm just going to use this to kind of presence what's here right now and hear everyone's voice. So I'll give you an example, and then I'll pass to my left. Sitting here with all of you, I'm noticing a little nervous, and I feel it on the back of my neck.
Okay, good. You mean noticing in the present moment?
Anything in or out.
I'm noticing that there's a lot of curiosity in this space, and that might be coming from me, but it's also from the space.
Hello. Sitting here in this moment, I'm noticing a lot of anticipation for what's to come, because this all seems really interesting.
I think the key word for me would be engagement. Look how you've changed the atmosphere in the room. So thank you.
Yeah, sitting here in this space, I'm noticing, I'm feeling like a lot of presence, and everybody seems to be, like you said, really engaged. Just, yeah, we're all like feeling this connection again.
Sitting here in this space, I'm noticing a desire to learn.
Sitting here in the space, I mean, kind of just echoing everything, especially after the last presentation, I just feel like very like connection and centered, so I'm excited to see what this holds.
Sitting here feels like a positive vibe.
Yeah, same sitting in this space, I'm feeling positive vibes from everybody.
Sitting here with all of you, I feel a stillness, calmness, and balance.
Sitting in this space, I want to silence any voice not appropriate.
Sitting here in this space, I'm noticing like a different level of attentiveness, because it's not like one speaker talking to all of us, we're all talking in a circle and listening to each other.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you everyone for sharing, and see what you shared, like when we put our voices in the space of presence each other, it's an offering when we share what's alive within us. So I want to start by continuing to move any anxiety through the voice. So I'm going to invite everyone to take a big yawn and sigh it out. Okay, let's do it again. And this time really go for the anything that's kind of like stagnant. Figure it out. And one one more inhale. This time when you exhale, pay attention to where you feel your voice in your body. I'm wondering where you felt it. No wrong answers. Only your throat, okay?
It started in my throat, then it kind of like moved down.
Mm-hmm.
Diaphragm.
You felt it in my chin.
Mm-hmm. In the chin. Your nose, yeah, totally. When you're going that high, it can be in the nasal cavity, for sure.
Eyes like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And for me, I felt it in the lower back. So it speaks to the fact that the voice is everywhere, and we have such a bigger expression of our voices than anything just here. For anyone who's coming in, feel free to join the call and be shy. Thank you. So I was thinking about the topic for today, the voice as power. What does it mean? And what came forward for me is how can we anchor in the voice as a resilience practice? And how can we use the voice to center what is true for us and what we care about? Especially all of you, I know who are at this conference are here because you're wanting to shape the more beautiful world you know is possible. And that's going to involve some really complicated conversations. And so how do you put yourself in this space from a place of centeredness and dignity while honoring what's true, especially in difficult times? So I want to share some practices that I think can be useful for that. And can we see the next slide? Okay, so I wanted to start with this meditation, which is a group meditation. It's something I do with groups when I work with them for voice activation and retreats, or is multi-group harmonization activities. And I really find this is like coalition building, harmony building. This is a way to center the collective nervous system of any group. This is by Pauline Oliveros, who's an American composer. And we're going to try it together. So I'm just going to read the instructions and then we'll do it. And you can kind of practice as I'm reading them. Begin by taking a deep breath and letting it all the way out with an air sound. Then we're going to listen with our mind's ear for a tone. It can be any tone. On the next breath, using any vowel sound, you're going to sing the tone you heard. And then you're going to listen to what the whole circle is making. So listen to the whole field of sound the group is making. And as you're listening, you're going to select a voice distant from you and tune as exactly as possible to the tone you are hearing from that voice. Then you're going to listen again to the whole field of sound the group is making and contribute by singing a new tone that no one else is singing. Continue by listening then, singing a tone of your own or tuning to the tone of another voice alternatively. We'll figure it out as we go on. The commentary, always keep the same tone for any single breath. So you're not going to go, ah, you're just going to go, ah. Change to a new tone on another breath. Listen for distant partners for tuning. Sound your new tone so that it may be heard distantly. Communicate with as many different voices as possible. And end when everyone else does. It happens. Sing wordly. Okay. Does anyone feel nervous to try this? It's okay if you do. So let's begin by taking a deep breath and letting it all the way out with an air sound. Listen with your mind's ear for a tone. And on the next breath, using any vowel sound, we're going to sing the tone that we perceive. And keep going. Don't be shy. Yeah, I think that would be great. Thank you so much. Sorry. Okay.
You have to press once.
I'll press it once, okay. How's that? Great.
Let's try once again.
Okay. How's that?
Hey, is it the remote on the TV? Is the
No,
TV
no, no, it's not the TV. I guess the mic.
Oh, it's okay. Thank you.
We tried.
We tried. How did that feel?
Oh, it's this one, I think, maybe the room mic down.
What did you say?
Here,
It's the room mic down.
I thought that it sounded really like in harmony.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I feel like here, like something like touching me, like I feel that thing.
So cool, right? To feel the voice move within the body. Anyone else want to share something that felt alive in that process?
I feel like our tones got the tones that we were singing, they kind of got more similar to how we all started was kind of confidence, so that we all became like unified to one sound.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and so this is a great activity when you're bringing your group together. You know, we could, singing is such ancient technology. It's like, this is what our ancestors did. They came together, they sang together, they grieved together through song. And we remember when we sing something that's really deep and in our bones. And so I would like to invite everyone to normalize bringing these practices to groups you're working with. If you do that, it creates such a beautiful field of harmony where other more complex conversations can take place. And I'd love to invite us to just try this practice one more time and see if you were quiet, if you felt a little shy, just put more of yourself in the space. Yeah, just play with it, because who knows the next time this prompt will exist. And if anybody who's sitting out there wants to come up, feel free, please. We have chairs, you can grab a chair. Yes, thank you. Beautiful. Okay, so we're going to try this again. Begin by please close your eyes if it feels easier for you to tune in, or keep your eyes open if that feels good. Begin by taking a deep breath and letting it all the way out with an air sound. Listen with your mind's ear for a tone. On the next breath, using any vowel sound, sing the tone that you've silently perceived on one comfortable breath. Right on. Thank you all. Thanks for putting your voice in the space. Could we go to the next slide? So this is the vagus nerve. Curious how many of you know about this nerve? Great. Somebody. So it's the longest nerve in the body. It's interesting, you said you felt your voice here. It kind of starts at the base of the spine and they think it goes all the way down into the abdomen. It's called the wandering nerve, and it helps regulate our fight or flight instincts, and it's soothed by singing. So there's some science for you, it works. And I share this again as like calling on your voice, calling on singing as a practice to help you center yourself before bringing your voice into the space, especially when things feel really charged. Next slide. And then you've seen this meme going around. Really, really love it. In the dark times, will there also be singing? Yes, there will be singing about the dark times. The songs don't stop because we're going through dark times. In fact, that's when we need to really call on our music and call on group voice to feel each other and to connect to like an emotional body, and especially when we're in spaces of such profound, I don't even know how to say what we're all moving through right now as a global family. So singing has been used forever to help us mourn, to help us grieve, to help us make sense of the senseless, and just really want to offer singing as a resilience practice. Next slide. Okay, we'll get to this in a moment. So I was preparing for this today, and last night I had a really difficult conversation with a family member, a very dominant family member. And I was thinking, I'm going to disrupt this thought form that he's presenting right now. And that feels so uncomfortable, and put myself in there. And what came through to me after was when we speak, especially when we speak on something that's we know is going to be uncomfortable, when we lean in, what we get is not always accolades or the other person listening to us, but what we get is self-respect. And that's the muscle where we're building the self-respect, we're not self-betraying. So I think of the voice as an agency of not self-betraying. And question that we will explore after this is how to speak when our voice is trembling. How do we notice that trembling as a sign, not that we should step out or lean back, but actually that we're touching something that we deeply care about. That is actually really profoundly in need of our excavation and expression. And the thing about the voice, right, it's the channel between the head and the heart. So it's what we care about, and if we don't express it, I like to think of it as like our body is a wine bottle, and things get corked here. And our creativity, our truth can't flow when we are suppressing what we care deeply about. And because the voice is something only each of us have, agency in deciding if we're going to share it, learning to share it, even when it's uncomfortable, is a lifelong practice. And I'd like to offer it as an offering. When you share your voice, especially when it's inconvenient, it is an offering to your communities to get to know you, to see if you can be met, cultivates more intimacy, to say the thing that feels unspeakable. And also, each one of you have your lived experience and perspective, and that is such a brilliant offering to shaping things. And so when you hold back from sharing it, you're withholding the offering to what your voice can call into existence or draw into in terms of injustice and in terms of cultivating a more wise and loving world. So I really like to think of the voice as an offering. And I wanted to offer a group song. So I have a new record coming out. This song is not out yet, but this is a song that I wrote in the shared, just like an intention for accessible group songs that we can sing together. this is how I feel about the voice. So I'm gonna sing it to you, and then I'd love for you to join me for a few rounds singing it together if you feel. And you can, again, if it feels comfortable for you to close your eyes, but if not, I want us to feel the resonance that can come with group singing. For all the generations in me, I sing, I sing, I speak my truth. For all the generations in the future coming, we sing, we fight for you. The process of getting free. The process of getting free. Sing with me. From all the generations in me, I sing, I sing, I speak my truth. For all the generations in the future coming, we sing, we fight for you. The process of getting free. The process of getting free. One more round. For all the generations in me, I sing, I sing, I speak my truth. For all the generations in the future coming, we sing, we fight for you. The process of getting free. The process of getting free. Some singers in here. It felt so good. What did you say?
Oh, it's so nice.
Oh, thank you for adding your voice. How much time do we have?
Yeah, how much time do we have? We have like 18 minutes.
Okay, amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, so a question I have is why I have written the words, the process of getting free. Anyone? Have any thoughts? Yeah.
Because when you use your voice, like putting it out into the world, you're not only freeing yourself, but you're freeing other people that can resonate with your voice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, thank you so much. Your expression gives permission to other people. We see this all the time with social movements where somebody brave speaks up and says the thing they're not supposed to say, and that's the fire that helps other people get in the ring. So it's an offering.
Well, I think that because I can relate the words, not exactly like to my personal situation, but as a whole, I'm from Pakistan. So poetry in general and music in like specific has played a very great role throughout the history of Pakistan after its creation. Like because entertainment was never suppressed or was never censored in a way because the dictators they never thought that it would be some way to suppress people. So they let it happen, but the rest, all other things, activism and all that got suppressed and censored. So that's how the like not currently we are currently democratic, democratic in the sense of we are a democratic country. But like in the past, like after the creation of Pakistan, after a few decades, we had dictatorships thriving there for decades. So in that time, the poets from my country they used poetry, and then later the artists from our country they used it in their music to make the people to urge the people to stand up against the dictatorial rule, to raise their voices, to become self-aware, to educate themselves, and even until now, like the same thing is still going on. Although we got rid of these things, the dictatorial rules, but still the poetry and the music is still playing the same role, and people take it as an inspiration. And I think that the words, this could be related to the same situation, like you use the word the process of getting free, that although not in the exact words, but our poets and our artists in the past, they have used the same wording, not literally the same wording, but they have been using the same words to make our people stand up against what is oppressing them. So that's my point of view.
Yeah, thank you so much. It's such an important point, right? The way that Kelly and I were actually talking about this the other day, how art has been used in times of censorship to subversively express when expression is being censored. And poetry and amazing art.
By the way, I can sing a few words if you.
Oh, please do, please do.
From the same time.
Yeah.
Although it's in Urdu, our national language, but like you can feel the pain in my voice whenever I'm singing that. So it's a poem basically from a poet, Habib Jalil, and he was known for standing up against a certain dictator. I want to mention his name. So how he like put these things into the word, I would be singing it with the.
Just not to censor you, but 30 seconds.
That would be too short.
You gotta get some person.
जुल्मत को ज़या सर सर को सबा बंदे को खुदा क्या लिखना पत्थर को गहर दीवार को नर किरगस को गुमा क्या लिखना हक बात पे कोड़े और जिंदा बातिल के शिकंजे में है ये जान इन साहे के सहमे बैठे हैं खूंखार दरिंदे हैं रक्सा खूंखार दरिंदे हैं रक्सा इस जुल्म सितम को लुत्फ करम इस दुख को दुआ क्या लिखना जुल्मत को ज़िया सर सर को सबा बंदे को खुदा क्या लिखना
Oh, beautiful. Thank you. So I think with the rest of our time, I'd maybe like to, actually next slide, and then I'll share. We're gonna do some group work within here and do some breakout rooms, and we'll turn the camera off so we can just feel a bit more safe in expressing without being recorded. But I just wanted to share for anyone who might be interested, I lead this work over 7 days in New Year's in the rainforest in Costa Rica. It's an amazing setting to do this work because you get to hear how free nature is, birds and cicadas and frogs, this completely vocal field, part of a community that I'm a part of down there called Tierra Valiente. And if you're interested, it's on their website, Brave Earth, or you can email me to find out more information. And with that, I think we'll turn off the camera, and I want to invite everyone to find groups of 3.